Hello, everyone. This is the Inner Voice Show, part of the Evolving Mind series in the Togetherness media. I'm Dr. Foojan Zeine. I'm a psychotherapist and the founder of the Awareness Integration Institute. This is a show about what matters most in our life, our minds, our thoughts, feelings, actions, relationships, and our fulfillment in this beautiful journey of life. Today, I will share the tip of the week about how to remain centered and calm while others' anxiety and rage goes rampant. One of the questions that have come in for me, and thank you for asking those questions, is that if I am shy, if I want to isolate, if I don't feel good in front of others, if I really don't want to be in social groups, if I'm really anxious, and even because of my anxiety, I feel depressed, what do I do? Is this a condition? Did it get created from my childhood? Is this an illness? What is it, and what can I do? Well, there's a distinction between whether it's an illness or it is just a condition that you're going through. And I think part of the understanding of that is it stopping your life? Is it destroying your life? Is it not allowing you to move forward? Is it just an inconvenience, or it actually is destroying and stopping your life? So those are the ways to look at it. Some of the ways that you could look at whether you have generalized anxiety disorder and you have high levels of anxiety, or you might go all the way to mild depression or even a chronic depression that is included with the anxiety, or that you might have antisocial personality disorder, or there you might be in the spectrum of the autism spectrum. So it could be any of that. So I would actually recommend for you to go to your psychiatrist or psychologist or psychotherapist and get them take some tests, so you have an understanding of whether everything that's going on in your life is considered an illness and what the treatment is for it, and what can you do to let go of that. Some of this could be genetic, and you could see it if your family members, parents or grandparents, uncles, aunts have such as the same conditions, that it could have been a genetic component as it kind of moved forward and then to you, or that it's a behavioral where you've learned it from your family because they were there and they would be behaving the same way. They would be showing and behaving in an anxious way, and the thought process and the language they used, it showed more of anxiety, or it was in a way that they were maybe judgmental, and you felt shy and you felt like everybody was going to judge you, and you created a lot of anxiety for yourself, or you wanted to isolate yourself in the room. Depending on how it is stopping you to move forward, I think it's important. There are people who it's okay for them to be a loner. It's okay for them to isolate. They don't need to really be out there and be with people. Although the social skills and the social upbringing, being a social human being, which we all are in a sense, it is important for you to also learn skills in how to be with public, because you will need it for jobs, you will need it for getting jobs, you will need it for finding a mate, socializing in the community, and that will hinder your growth. So even if we are talking about people who are shy and who do have some social anxiety, and they do have isolative kind of personality, they can still learn skills that would hold them in a space in a safe way, such as, for example, skills of acting. Many actors play roles that they kind of dissociate from themselves and play them very well in those roles. And then they get off the role and they get off the stage and then go to who they are. So sometimes this is what we need to do. We need to learn the skills as an actor to be with public. The other side is that maybe working with a therapist, you will also learn how to build a very deep connection for those relationships that you need, such as marriage or intimate relationship or having a best friend. You don't need to have hundreds of friends, but at least to have the skills of how to connect with one or two people where you can feel that those people are great, have a closeness into your heart. And that might be sufficient enough. As far as the social anxiety, there are a lot of great skills that you can learn through hypnosis, through actual doing them, desensitization, and learning how to be in a particular way, and keep doing it until you get good at it. And then the shyness will go away or the anxiety gets minimized. Obviously, exercising and meditation brings down the anxiety. Visualization of who you will be when you do a task will start to get you ready in order to go into public and perform and do whatever it is that you need to be among public, which would scare you. So there are treatments for anxiety, there are treatments for depression, and there are definitely treatments for isolative or different types of personality disorders that would get you to be in that space. And there's definitely treatment for the spectrum of the autism spectrum. So get help. You don't need to stay in anxiety. There might be also medication management, that might be medication therapy. That would really support you. So take care of yourself. And if this is hindering your life, you need to get help, whether it's just a condition that you need to learn from, or it is actually a condition that is an illness and you need to take care of it. So you deserve to live a fulfilled life. So take care of yourself and get help.
Togetherness Media. Togethernessmedia.com.